Hello, Benny Carey. Um, Let me briefly touch on the so-called announcement for pardon by the Nigerian government led by Senator Bola Ahmed Tinubu, pardon for Ken Saro-Wiwa and 8 other Ogonis who were murdered by hanging by the Nigerian government under General Sani Abacha. What is clear is that Ken Saro-Wiwa did not commit any crime. The Ogoni Nine did not commit any crime that they were fairly and lawfully tried for. They were forced before a kangaroo tribunal, which had a predisposed decision handed to it. Therefore, pardoning them is unacceptable because you don't pardon someone who did not commit any crime. In the pardon statement, so-called pardon statement, what is the basis? On what ground are you pardoning them? You're supposed to state why you're pardoning them. They did not commit any crime, so why pardon them? The most honorable thing to do is to exonerate them because they did not commit any crime. The world condemned the military tribunal. So the government is saying today that, okay, Ken Saro-Wiwa and 8 others, although you committed these crimes that you were charged for and convicted, although wrongly, we are pardoning you today. We are giving you full pardon today and also giving you honor, national honor. Saro-Wiwa, we are giving you the honor of the commander of the Niger, while the rest 8, we are giving you the honor of the officers of the order of the Niger. That is wrong, and it is totally unacceptable to most Ogonis, even though Ogonis are open to Tinubu's attempt to resolve the conflict between Ogoni and the Nigerian state. Conflict resolution is very important. The conflict has overstayed. It's not supposed to be so, but the Nigerian government has refused to come to the table. What has happened today shows that the Nigerian government has not shifted grounds. Nigerian government, for about 26 years since the military left in 1999, the government has not shifted their ground. Nigerian government has not parted ways with what the military did. Yet the government and the media and the oligarchs keep saying, oh, it was done under the military. It was done under Abacha. Okay, that was true. That's true. But what has been your position? Have you denounced it? Have you denounced the unlawful arrest and trial and unlawful, illegal conviction and hanging, which the world condemned? It was for this reason that for the first time in history, Nigeria was suspended from the Commonwealth of Nations and forced to democratize, even though there's no democracy in Nigeria to this day, because of course there's no democracy anywhere. speaking or rallying in Nigeria is a crime. But to the point, Ken Saro-Wiwa did not commit any crime. All he did was to mobilize the Ogoni people, was to enlighten the Ogoni people, was to and other people of the Niger Delta who saw what the Ogoni people were doing and became enthused. Ogoni people, of course, as a result of the Enlightenment, decided to stop the flow of their oil to Shell, the environmentally racist company, and the Nigerian government, which had been as corrupt as it is today. But notwithstanding, Ogoni people are open to discussing, to negotiating with the Nigerian government. There is need for compromise. Conflict must not always be seen as something negative, because with conflict, people understand themselves better. People should be able to discuss, having jaw talk. People should be allowed to bring kind of like vent, bring out their grievances, and respectfully so. And then all the concerns taken into consideration. But for there to be resolution that is amicable, something must give. There has to be a give and take experience. But the Nigerian government must come to the table. That's, of course, what I think the Tinubu-led administration is doing. But in terms of this pardon, so-called pardon, it is completely unacceptable, because you cannot pardon those who committed no crime. You exonerate them. You exonerate them totally, completely, and still honor them. What Tinubu and Nigeria is saying is that Ken Saro-Wiwa and 8 others, you committed the crime, but we are pardoning you today. We are giving you full pardon. That is not what happened. Ken did not kill anyone. That's the situation. Thank you. The Ogoni Bill of Rights is where Ogoni people stand. And political autonomy, which is simply a state, is still what Ogoni people stand on, and hope that the government will deliver that to the Ogoni people. Thank you. Ben Ikari. Peace.